My last movie of the week. It's okay. It's funny because this one for me for the longest time, it's The Wild. It's a movie called The Wild.
This spring,
the zoo will officially be ours in 3, 2, woo! And showtime.
What a strange place for a party. Ow!
when one of their own is taken away.
Dad!
Ryan!
Help me!
Ryan! No! We've got to find my son.
Okay.
Here I come! Who put that bar there?
5 friends will take on a mission.
Do I look trashy in this?
By land.
Run!
We are going to die!
By air.
Bet you didn't know I could ride geese, did you? Bareback.
And for me, The Wild. Jordan, did I show you the poster? Have you heard of this movie?
I've seen the poster.
Yeah.
I've never watched the movie, but I've seen the poster.
The number one thing about this movie is that like it's the Madagascar knockoff. It's the point where Disney stopped, or DreamWorks stopped ripping off Disney, and Disney started ripping off DreamWorks. That's my memory of it. I remember all the trailers just being like, this just looks like it's Madagascar. And when you read about the critical reception of it, that was the critical reception. This movie bombed horribly. It did very, very poorly at the box office. Nobody watched it because they all said it looked derivative. And one of the producers that bothered them because they were like, it's not though. And apparently, for one reason or another, I didn't read into it, but apparently there was some sort of weird corporate sleaze reason as to why this movie came out second and Madagascar came out first. But this movie is not really all that similar to Madagascar. That's my build-up to say that. This movie is very different from Madagascar.
I'm guessing it's a similar scenario to when there was that whole Bugs Life versus Ants kind of comparison.
Yeah. Had this movie come out first, they would have been like Madagascar's like The Wild. But they're not similar at all. This movie is basically okay. Kiefer Sutherland plays a lion who his young son is Beast Boy from Teen Titans, and he is constantly telling his son how he's this big strong hunter and how his son needs to roar like him and how he's this, when he was in the wild he was this hardened badass or whatever. And so the son and it's a thing of like when the humans go home, all the animals play hockey. So there's a big long scene of them playing hockey, and the son, the lion wants the son to show up, but the son doesn't show up or whatever. They get into a big fight where the son's like, I'm never gonna live up to you or whatever, and he winds up in a crate essentially that is gonna shipping off animals to go re-release them in the wild, and he winds up getting trapped in one. And so Kiefer Sutherland, the lion, Richard Kind, is a snake. Who else was the cast here? Voice cast. Oh yeah, Jim Belushi is back for some reason as he's a squirrel. He was Hopper. Eddie Izzard is Nigel, and then we have William Shatner is the bad guy. And so they basically they leave the zoo to go find the son, and they end up commandeering a boat, and they wind up in Africa, a section of Africa which is being controlled by a gazelle played by William Shatner, who has gone absolutely insane because when he was a child, a koala stuffed animal fell from a plane and scared off a bunch of lions before he got eaten. So this has caused him to believe that buffalo need to become the dominant predators and eat lions. So he needs to eat, he's decided that he needs to eat a lion. And then there's a series of gazelles who are part of his cult, who are, one of which is played by Patrick Warburton. And it's about the lion saving his son. Does any of this sound like Madagascar to you?
I mean, it vaguely sounds like the second one, where they're in where they're in Africa, and it's the dad. And
in the movie, you find out that, in fact, that the dad, the big twist, the dad is not from the wild, because his name is like Samson the Wild. And they find out that he's, in fact, not from the wild, that he was in the circus, and his dad was abusive and got mad that he wouldn't roar, so like let him be sold off to the circus or to the zoo. And then when he went to the zoo, he lied and said he was from the wild. But beyond that, and the movie ends, he saves the son, and they all go back to the zoo. That's the one thing I will say I respect about the Madagascar movies. They don't go back to the zoo at the end of that first movie. They don't go back to the zoo till like the third movie, and I respect that. This movie, it ends with them going back to the zoo. But yeah, I was like, this movie really isn't anything like Madagascar at all. But, and this is another twist, it looks like shit. For a Disney movie, it's badly animated. It's animated by, and that's why I have the, it's animated by a completely separate animation company that only made this movie. It's a company called Core. C-O-R-E. I don't know what that acronym is for. But they made this one movie, it bombed, and then they never used them again. And it's funny because this movie is right in, it came out in like 2006. So it's in that dire sort of span of Disney movies where, I had a list. Hold on. I want to pull this up because, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's why it bombed. But it's like, it's around that time when, your movie came out, where it's like that dire 2D or 3D and bad 3D animated movies. But hold on, I just want to pull this up because you'll be like, oh yeah, I understand why this bombed.
Oh yeah, I understand why this bombed.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is where prior to this, why is it not in here?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it here.
Yes.
The Wild, okay.
Oh, don't leave us hanging!
So these are the movies that lead up to it, okay? Incredibles, November 5th, 2004. Pooh's Heffalump movie, February 11th, 2005. Valiant, a movie I guarantee you've never heard of. Chicken Little, and then The Wild. The next movie after this is Cars, which but then after this, that's when you get Meet the Robinsons, and that's when you get Bolt. So that's when they changed animation studio. So they got to make this one movie. Clearly they were trying to, because the thing I've discovered about Disney is they've constantly been trying to like get away from Pixar. Like clearly they don't want to be associated with Pixar because they went out of their way to create this separate animation studio that completely undercut Pixar. Because you've got like I say, Valiant, Chicken Little. I like Chicken Little, but that movie did not do well. Like that's when Disney and Home on the Range, like all those two Disney like mid 2000s Disney animated movies that nobody remembers.
Yeah. I don't know why Disney has such beef with Pixar, but yeah, they definitely.
But that's what was interesting. So this movie looks like it looks like not quite as bad as Over the North, but it looks like a really cheap straight to DVD movie. Like it looks cheap.
Yeah, it definitely feels like one where if it came out today, it would be a streaming one. Like it would come out on streaming.
Right? It's like all the money in this went to like the voice cast.
Or if you were back in the 90s, it gives me real straight to DVD vibes.
Like absolutely. It's got like I can't believe this released theatrically. Like nobody's heard of this.
I mean,
movie.
to be fair,
nobody's heard of this movie.
I said that about a few things that I watched this week where I was like, really, this got a theatrical release.
There were some surprises there, but yeah, this was like like a Chicken Little. Chicken Little was people don't understand how when people like the Disney Renaissance. People don't understand. Like, Chicken Little was a bad time for Disney. Like, that was like they were in dire straits. Like,
Chicken Little. For whatever reason, every time you were saying Chicken Little, my brain was filling it in with Chicken Run, and I was like, Chicken Run. That's a very different animation style.
So leading up to this, Chicken Little. I mean, surely someone in the comments is gonna be like, "Oh, I've seen Pooh's," but I haven't seen Pooh's Heffalump movie. That was a massive. I know the Tigger movie was a huge success.
No,
Pooh's Heffalump I was gonna say a massive bomb.
The last Winnie the Pooh movie that I remember watching was the Tigger movie.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, The Incredibles is good, but like, you've got like. In this, you've got Brother Bear, which wasn't a massive success. Teacher's Pet, which was I'm pretty sure was a massive bomb. Home on the Range, which was definitely a massive bomb. Incredibles, which does well. Pooh, Valiant, which I guarantee we have. I mean, you'll have it.
Incredibles, which does well, but is Pixar.
Yeah, and you've got Valiant, which I'm pretty sure that's the pigeon movie.
I couldn't tell you. I don't recognize
and then
the
you
name.
got Chicken Little, and then The Wild, and then Cars. And Cars is a massive hit. And then after Cars, you've got Meet the Robinsons, which I'm pretty sure was also a bomb. And then Ratatouille, Enchanted, Wall-E, and then it's just a slew of hits after that. Like, this is that moment where, like, yeah, Disney was in a bad way here, and you can tell. It comes across in the product. It's just, I do believe that if this had come out before Madagascar, this probably would be remembered more fondly, but I guarantee you nobody remembers this movie.
I only remember it as being the one that the poster looks like Madagascar.
Yeah. I remember seeing the commercials for it and being like, "This just looks like Madagascar," and it's not. It's not like Madagascar, like even remotely.
I don't even remember the commercial.
Well, okay,
I just remember the poster.
I will
and
say
it looks
that
like Madagascar.
Like the lemurs, like King Julian and the William Shatner character in this are sort of similar in like they're kind of insane and they lead a cult of like fiendish, like, you know, people who follow them like feverishly, you know, whatever, like
fanatic followers.
Yeah, they have like fanatic followers or whatever. So maybe that, but the plot is very different, like very different. Like there isn't a ton of them wandering around New York or escaping the zoo, and like I say, they go right back to the zoo at the end of the movie. So yeah, it's not as similar as people would have you, as the critics probably had. I do agree. Yeah, had this come out after Madagascar, again, I think people would have been like, DreamWorks once again ripping off Disney. Hey there, everybody. It's Endcard Justin here. Let me ask you: have you seen The Wild? Have you heard of this movie? Or did this movie fade into non-existence for you as well? Let me know down in the comments. But if you would like to see the full podcast that this video is from, you can click the box on the left. That's going to take you to our Talking Animal episode. Or you can click the box on the right, and that's going to take you to a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy. But if you haven't already, if you could hit that subscribe button, leave us a like if you could. It really helps out the videos. And we'll see you all in the next video. Have a good day, everybody.